what's up, everybody, and welcome back to NXT with NaJee. You guys already know what time it is. Of course, we are a part of the Wrestling Heroes and Insiders podcast, aka the Whip Show. And it's been a minute, y'all. Feels good to be back. I know it kind of left y'all hanging after the Great American Bash prediction show, but you know, life be life, and just kind of adjusting to the new job, adjusting still to being out here in Vegas, even though it's already been a year. But the road to 100, episode 100, we're still at it, man. We're at episode 95 now. Kendall Gray is still our women's champion. Tony still holds the gold. Man, it's just been a lot of different things going on. The men's roster has been a little interesting lately, but the women's roster is still holding up strong. First of all, I want to say big shout out to my home dog, Nikita, who just had her birthday the other day. Got to say what's up. And big shout out. But yo, I'm super excited, I gotta put the music on to get appropriate for this one, y'all. I am super excited to introduce to you this week's guest, ladies and gentlemen. You might recognize this song from Cam and Hendrix's entrance music. You might recognize it from SummerSlam 2025. The one, the only. This man has been featured in NBA championship celebrations. Make some noise for the boss. What's good, brother? What's good?
Yo. Amazing interest. Thank you.
Yeah,
I think we need to hear you on the television.
Yo, welcome in, dog. Welcome in. How you doing?
Thank you, man. I'm good. Just getting back from Minnesota and Des Moines, and went to the tryouts last week. It's been a crazy ride, and I'm just having a blast. Like, this WWE journey is like everything I could have dreamed it to be.
Yeah, it's been wild to see it all kind of happen too, just from from back here and stuff, man. So like, how did you end up even getting involved with this? What's the origin story behind Showtime and it getting a cam and everything?
So what's crazy is I've been doing music like 20 years now, but the last like 6 years or so I've been taking it like serious. Like, I put all my chips on the table. I'm betting it all on the music. So I quit my 9 to 5, just been doing music. My first big record was a song called "Give Me My Ring." It was used by the WNBA, Chicago Sky, and then the Golden State Warriors picked that up.
That's amazing.
After that, I connected with some folks. I made a new song called "Victory Lap." The company that did that video with Golden State, they actually were from Kansas City. The Chiefs win, so they used my next song, "Victory Lap," and I got to perform during the Super Bowl parade and celebration. So that was pretty dope. And then from that, I've just been building my resume. The song "Showtime," I got to shout out Oliver Babu. He booked me to do the song, and he had the connections where this song has been everywhere from WWE to ESPN to LeBron to the Lakers to the Stanley Cup. Baltimore Ravens used it again last week. So he's been putting the song out everywhere. And I got to talk to Cam and my boy Katz, and I was like, so how did y'all, were you just assigned this song, or how did you come across it? He said they listened about, they said they listened about 20 different, man, Katz, Ryan and Smiley's my boy, for real.
He's amazing.
That's my dog. But he said they had about 20 songs named Showtime, and he got about halfway through the list. Mine was like right in the middle, and he said right away he knew that was a song. He already had his poses to it.
Yeah,
it was just perfect. So it's pretty crazy that out of all the songs named Showtime, or all the songs he could have used, this one is perfect for him.
Yeah, man, that's beautiful. So dang, what a story. That's amazing that happened for you that way. I remember we chatted a couple times just about the music industry in general, and that's a beast by itself. So it's beautiful to see you kind of fall back in love with it and then to have this much success at the same time, bro. So congratulations, man. Congratulations. Now, when it comes to NXT, what is your origin story with NXT? How long have you been following this brand of WWE?
Man, so I've been following. I came in NXT late. I've watched Raw and SmackDown my entire life. Like, I've watched the very first episode of SmackDown when it aired. I was flipping the channels for the Monday Night War. So wrestling's always been a big part of my life. NXT, I would say, would be the last couple years, waiting on the Cam Hendrix call up. I got a call that hey, I think I heard your new song that just dropped. I think I heard it on this new show called LFG. So LFG at the time, he was Anthony Luke, and I was following his journey, and then hit him up, and then we linked at I think it was WrestleMania 41, last year's WrestleMania. and I was, I've just been watching every week, waiting on that call up. So once he made his debut, very special moment. But that's when I really dialed in on NXT because I've been watching Raw, SmackDown, every PLE. I don't miss a night. So
Yeah,
adding
that's crazy.
now I
It's a
got
lot of time,
NXT
but it's
and
worth it.
Evolve. It's
Yeah.
like it's a lot of wrestling in this house.
A lot. I love it though, but it's worth it. It's great TV. It's
Oh yeah,
great entertainment. I love everything they're
absolutely.
doing with it, man. And like I said, congratulations on having this happen, bro. But you ready to
Thank
talk
you.
some NXT matches from this last week?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Oh
I've been
man,
waiting on this.
what a great time, dog. So we had a hell of a card here. We do have graphics for every single one except for match number 4. So we'll just probably go back to the smaller screen for that. But we are going to start off with match number 1, which is Nikita Lyons and Carmen Petrovich with Natty in their corner, going against a surprising team for me, anyways. Like
Yeah, same.
Sophia Hale and Jada Parker. Now, this team low key really worked well together. I don't know if
I
you peeped
loved it.
that, but
I
wow, like
loved it. I loved it. Anytime like somebody that I'm not seeing get as much screen time like Thea Hill, I'm like, I need to see her on my television. And Jada Parker, she kind of been a lone wolf for a minute. She been the focus of a lot of problems in the locker room. So to see her finally get
yeah,
a friend and they mesh well together and pick up the dub, like even though it's against my girl Nikita, I'm a big
yeah.
Nikita Lions fan, big cat Kita. And I just met Natty last week too, super dope.
Oh man,
But
she's the nicest woman ever, bro. I swear to
ain't
you, she
she
is a sweetheart.
man?
Yeah, until you
So
don't get
super
on her
dope.
bad side, but don't find
Exactly.
out about Natty though. But
Right.
Nikita, speaking of Nikita in this match, absolute star. And just seeing her, like you said, her and Carmen getting that chance to really, and Thea and everybody just in this match. Jada's been getting her chance for a while now, but like just seeing those three really get a chance to shine on TV again because they've been trying Thea out in TNA a couple times. Thea's kind of just been in random tips for the North American Championship, and now in this tag team thing, it makes me really want the women's tag team titles back at NXT. Not even just like the main roster ones, but I think they need to give back, like bring back the NXT ones. There's so many women in that roster that could be used.
It is, and I think Grayson Waller kind of hit the nail on the head with the women are really outshining the men right now. Like they
Oh, man,
are
that way for
killing
years
it.
though,
Like
a little bit.
there's
We
so
got
many.
blessed
Like
over a trip.
we talked about Jada being there for a while. She's absolutely ready for a call up. Like I do kind of like. All right, well let's put her in a tag team. That way she gets a tag team experience too before going main roster. But like she's already pretty much a household name in my opinion. So
Yeah,
once she gets that call up, it's over, and I'm excited. I mean, we'll talk about Lola later, but
yeah,
these women are the best women wrestlers in the world on NXT. So yeah, I wouldn't mind them getting another shot at tag team titles on just NXT, or even just
yeah,
making sure those main roster titles come around a little bit more because they're really
yeah. It
not
used to be like
being
that.
defended on every show like they've been promised.
Yeah, but Natty being involved in this match, she definitely plays her part, of course, attacking
Yeah.
Thea off a distraction. But the unreal chemistry between Jada and Thea really just leaves me speechless, and that's the main reason why they end up getting the win in this match. And I'm curious to see what happens now. Maybe eventually, I don't know. Jada will probably end up turning on Thea. Let's be real here.
Right.
Let's be real here. It's already written in the sands. I feel like, but all right.
Yeah.
So that is it for match number 1. How are you feeling about this new Nat Dynasty? That's what I'm gonna call it. The Nat Dynasty that she's building here because
I
the
love
entrance
it.
looks dope, man. Like,
Yes, yes. No, I love it, man. Like any way Natty can still be involved and help build people, like on screen and even behind the scenes. Like I love the work that she does with the men and women that's coming up. So to get her on screen, I think is huge, and I love the people that's getting the rub from her that's being able to be showcased as a part of this new kind of faction they're building. Like I think
yeah,
that's a good look for everybody, and it continues to build, and it's all about really giving back. I feel like Natty's gonna be there, permanently. So like, how many
yes,
roles can she play? How many people can she help build? And I think it's definitely elevating because this isn't Nikita's first time around in
hmm
NXT. So like, let's put her with Natty. Let's build her up, and
yeah.
let's get her to the top.
Let's let's patent that the Nat
Yes.
Dynasty. I hope
Yeah.
y'all hear that and then say it because sometimes y'all be stealing stuff and it makes me feel good. Shout out to the Oba chant because that was awesome. That was us.
Oh yeah. Oh
All
yeah.
right. So now moving on to match number 2, it is for the Women's Speed Championship. I am so excited we're getting another round of this next week on Tuesday
Yes.
because
Yes.
5 minutes was not enough time. And
Yeah.
I'm happy they didn't do the BS where they add another minute and a half or 2 minutes. They were like, nah, son, run that back, but put the North American on the line. And wow, this was a perfect matchup that I never knew I needed.
Yeah.
It's speed and power coming from Ren because people don't understand how powerful Ren really is. Like people
Yep.
don't. And then you got the same kind of speed and the same kind of powerfulness with Zarya. It was a
Yeah.
match made in heaven, and it never stopped. Like
Yep.
nobody ever let up. It felt like no matter what Zarya tried to do to slow Ren down, Ren was right there to
Yeah.
rebuttal her with every single thing.
I
And
like how it ended with
man,
that pin that didn't get counted because the time was up.
yeah,
It's like, Ren's thinking she's got what it takes to beat her, and
yeah,
Zarya knows she has what it takes. So like they're just going at it. It was definitely a banger. I love the finish on that, and we got to utilize the fact that it's speed. And hey, time's up, but we already
that's a
got the next
classic.
match mapped out. I love it. It's
That's a
gonna be
classic
great. I'm
speed
looking forward to
match.
next week.
That
Absolutely.
was a classic speed match. And like, I don't know, Ren was on fire the first 2 minutes of that match. Like
Oh
I
yeah,
was watching the clock and straight up for the first 2 minutes straight, Ren went hard, man. So
yeah,
Ren ends up retaining. But like I said, they're gonna run it back. It's gonna be for the North American Championship this coming
yeah.
Tuesday. I'm excited to see what happens with that. I have this weird
Me
feeling
too.
it might go to a draw again. This to me has an Iron Woman type feel to
Yeah.
it. Like I don't know
I
why
would
they
love
don't
this to
just
be
do
a
the
trilogy.
why isn't the Speed Championship match defended in like an Iron Man or Iron Woman match? I think that's
Oh, I
that's
would
a
love
great idea.
I would love that. Yep,
Why
let's
not?
shake it up a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because then you got to show that you can actually go the distance, like instead of just
exactly.
being so fast in the speed match. So, but
Yep.
that's my pitch, WWE. I hope that hope that
I
works
like it.
out. But all right, so now we're gonna move on to the tag match for the tag team championships. We got the Vanity
Man.
Project, the champions, coming in against the reunited team of Tavion Heights and Miles Bourne. I loved the fact that these two are back together. The all white
Yeah.
gear looks sick. There's
Yep.
no NQCC there. It's just the boys. And,
Yep.
you know, Miles is trying to be a double champ. Tavion's trying to get his very first title, which still surprises me with how long
Yeah, I
he's
thought
been
they
around.
had the tag
Dude,
titles at one point.
I
Apparently
did
not.
too, but I guess not. It's probably one of those times where Hank can take one where we were all very confused. But
Yep.
but wow, there was some serious Piccolo level aura farming going on during this entrance though. Like them boys
Yep.
came out and ate all of that camera time up that they had.
Yes.
Um, and man, did they let Tavion show out. They
Yeah.
they really they really let him show why he deserves to get some gold, why he deserves to be in
Yeah.
this position, even though him and Miles were just beefing. Um, well, it was a lot of fun, and I can't lie, a lot of back and forth, a lot of tag team action at its finest. It was a lot of heavy hitting, a lot of reversals, a lot of double teams. This match was everything you kind of want in a very short tag team match because it wasn't very long.
No.
But believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, Miles is now a double champion. Tavion gets his first championship and new NXT Tag Team Champions. How are you feeling about this? Because I know some people are a little mixed about them having these titles now.
I'm loving it for a lot of reasons. One of the reasons I think Vanity Project definitely showed up and showed out still. Like when I was first watching them on Evolve, I'm like, who are these like Disney bully looking guys? Like
Yeah.
it just weren't doing it for me. But then seeing them in the ring and even Jackson Drake, like they're all really well, all around good wrestlers.
Mhm.
Uh, and we got a good wrestling match here, and I think putting those tag belts on Miles and Tavian, I think it's the right move, especially if we're probably going to get that North American off of him, which I'm hoping eventually gets to my boy Cam Hendrix. I
Yep.
feel like this is a way to get there. He ain't going to be double champ for long. So either
Hmm.
he may lose it to Jackson Drake, then maybe that's how we get over to Cam, or it's him and Cam run it back, or maybe
But
it's
it's
a
coming, man.
betrayal
It's
from
coming.
Tavian. Yeah,
It
something's
is
happening.
coming.
So I don't think he's
Yes.
gonna be double champ for long, but I'm glad they got it. They deserve to be tag team champions. Especially, I mean, Miles has almost done everything under the sun in NXT. So anytime he could be getting called up, I like when they get called up after they've like won the big ones instead of like
Hmm.
lingering around. It feels like an unfinished story. I feel like
Yeah.
we're closing out all the boxes with him.
That's kind of how I feel about what's going on with Tony right now. Like, I love that he's a champion, but I feel like he's just kind of there. Him without the family still just feels so strange to me. And I hope that
Yeah,
they can find. I hope that they can find his path for that
yeah.
one. But so we're gonna move on to match number 4. We don't have a graphic for this one. They didn't put one up on the NXT Twitter. So we got Kiana Carver. Or, sorry, I said that one. Kiana Carver going against EK Prosper. Now Keanu has got this whole new thing going on to where he's like
He's
kind of calm
humble.
now. He's humble. He's chilling. He's still got that dog in him.
Yep.
But he's a lot more humble and a lot more calm, and he comes into this a lot more level-headed. And they just keep mentioning that throughout the whole entire match.
Hmm.
EK immediately starts to catch fire, and I don't know what in the world that little kick thing he does off the top rope where he jumps. His vertical is
Yo,
crazy. It's
buddy is
crazy.
fire. I
Man,
think I've
he
been
did it.
sleeping on him. Either I'm not seeing enough of EK or like I didn't know he had all that. Like, dude is
And then
fire.
this man did something I've never seen in my life. He did a Swanton Buster,
Dude, I've
bro.
been
And
watching
even
wrestling for a long time. To see something I've never seen before is very rare, few and far between. And
what?
that kid pulled out all the stops during that match. Like, it was good. And I do love the character development for Keanu Carver. Like, I want to shout out my Uncle Lou. He's hated the crash out persona, and I loved it because I want to show all aspects of who we are and our attitudes and energy. And I feel
Yeah,
like having one character that's just crash out, no nonsense, like, yeah, I ain't here
yeah.
for that. I'm just here to hurt people. Like, I
Mhm.
did like that character, but watching him get humbled, he took a couple losses. Tonight he got a win, and it wasn't, it was
Yeah.
a roll up. Like, it wasn't, it was a
Yeah,
small
literally a small
package.
package. Yeah.
Like, that's
That's
crazy.
crazy. And then he ran
So
through it humbly and just dipped out immediately afterwards. But these two cooked nonstop the whole
yeah,
entire match. I know they said it was the third time, and that might be the last time we see it for a while. But I don't understand how you keep these two away from each other because that was great. That
a
was
lot of
almost match
times
of the
this is
night in
what
my
leads to
personal
a
opinion.
tag team. I think they work well together. So
Yeah.
we'll
Also, did
see.
you peep? Did you peep him seeing old girl in the back, Keanu?
Yeah, yeah. What's she going
Yeah.
by now?
Oh my
Not
god, I think
Mickey
it's
Bailey.
Maya. Maya. I still call
Okay.
her Big Money Bailey. Oh, that's my dog, man.
Facts.
I think
For
it's Big
sure,
Money
for sure.
Myra, and I'm so sorry for not remembering that off the top of my head, yo. Like, I'm sorry.
Bailey
Don't come for
Humphreys
me
for
for
me,
that. Yeah,
LFD
it's still,
fam right here.
yeah.
So
That's Big Money Bailey for life.
yeah.
But yeah, congratulations to Keanu for picking up the win, a small package
Mhm.
win, but now this gives him some momentum going forward.
Yeah.
And now we get to the main event, which was unbelievable. What an
Wow.
underground match this was. NXT Women's Championship, first time it's ever been on the line in an underground match. Miss Underground herself, Lola Vice, is trying to
Undefeated.
get her title back. Never been beat. She beat Shayna Baszler. She beat Natty. She beat Jada. She beat Kalani. She don't
Hmm.
play. And now you got Kendall, and this is the perfect matchup. Kendall's coming in as a champion. Kendall's a Greco-Roman wrestler, one of the best women to do it, period. And then you
Yep.
got Lola coming in with an MMA background, who was still one of the best, could have been one of the best to ever do it, but she fell in love with wrestling. And that's just
Yep.
how it is. So it was amazing to see the first couple minutes of this match because it felt like they were really about to start swinging after a second. Like,
Man. Were
so
you there for this? Were you there for this show?
no, so I live in Vegas. Like I live in
Okay, okay.
Vegas
I
now,
didn't
so I
know if you
never, I
flew
didn't
in
really get a
because
chance to
this
go
is
in.
definitely one that was worth flying in for.
I
Like,
wish. I wish I
man,
could
oh,
have.
it was like the energy. I just watched it a third time, me and my daughter, and like
Mhm.
she was even like all into it and frustrated at times. And we know how the refs take that ref bump, and you
Yeah.
never know what'll
Oh,
happen. And I love
man,
it. I think it was
listen to
masterful.
that. Adrian Butler sold that like the rent was due, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh! But
Man,
like, if these two were to fight in the UFC, it would do numbers. Like if this were to actually be a real life fight, it would pack the house because this was incredible to see. Um, the stair spot where Kendall busted her ear open.
yeah,
Uh, unreal.
yeah. So again, I've watched it a
It
couple
looks crazy.
times. I'm not sure why
Yeah,
they chose that ear and not the
I,
other one. Like, all
they
right,
they kind of
cool.
messed up.
I
They
enjoyed
messed
it.
up on what it was supposed to be, but that's
I
okay.
think
It's
so. I
wrestling.
think so. But I
It's wrestling.
enjoyed
We
that
love
angle. I enjoyed that spot altogether and the outcome and it when she even kicked her in the end in the head, like, oh my
it.
God, like everything
Then,
about it. But the
oh yeah, I got to
knockout
talk about
moment,
that last spot. That last spot was insane. So it went from a super kick from Kendall, and then a spinning back kick from Lola, that was legit, by the way.
Oh, it was. It
That was,
was.
she said
She ate
hit
with
me,
that.
bro, for real. She, she told
Snap.
her, bro, just do it. Fuck it. Like,
Yep. Yep. Go
and
for it.
then Lola goes in for the ground and pound, and Kendall immediately catches her in an armbar and sinks that sucker in deep. Like,
Deep. It was good. That
deep.
elbow was man, it was gone. She was about to take her arm, but
Oh
she
my
can't leave out the
gosh.
fact that she did put Kendall to sleep. Like
She
she
put
was
Kendall
gone.
to sleep.
The ref
Took
was
her
out.
out.
She was out.
But I
Everybody
mean,
was taking naps when it
she
counted
put
the
two
most.
she put two people to sleep within 30 seconds of each other. AJ
Facts.
Butler got it first, and then Kendall got a
Facts.
second immediately. And then
I
Ren
loved
slapped the
Ren
whole,
waking her up with
yeah,
the
just
slaps and getting like, hey,
wake
hey,
your
get
ass
back in here.
up. But that was
That was
amazing.
really good.
So Lola ends up tapping out, and Kendall ends up retaining. This was by far, I would say, my favorite. This is my favorite underground match since maybe the
Same.
Shayna Baszler one. This is
Same.
my favorite one. Going into that Shayna one was a lot of fun, but going into this one and throughout the show, they were showing history between these two since Stand and Deliver and before Stand and Deliver, and it was awesome to see. Like, Kendall's story in 2026 will be talked about forever, and I've said it
Oh yeah.
before, and I'll say it again. She will be the closest thing to ever touch a Kurt Angle in the WWE. I promise you that. And people call me bold. They call me crazy for saying it. But now you're seeing it in real time. I
Yeah.
said this like a year ago, and now you're
Yeah.
seeing it in real time. So
And
it's
see,
amazing
Chad
to
Gable's
see.
got the wrestling skills of Kurt Angle, but he didn't get the push of Kurt Angle
Yeah,
until like
she's
now he's
getting it.
finally after 10
Woo.
years or so. But
Yeah,
yeah,
she's
she's
for real,
got
man.
it.
But
I think they know
big
what
shout
they
out,
have with her. Yep,
big
yep.
shout out to Kendall Gray. And it's
Did
just
you
a matter of
did you
time.
see after the match?
Yeah, and that's what I was getting ready to say in a second. After the match was over with, uh, Lola officially says her goodbye. Lola kind of walks off and walks into the sunset. There's rumors going around that she is heading to SmackDown, which would make sense because that's where Damian Priest is. And WWE likes to keep couples together, which is
Yeah.
kind of cool because they used to split them on purpose and then put them in love situations. So hey,
Oh
maybe
man.
maybe it's a
Yeah.
man. Shout out to Anthony Luke, man. I mean,
I know,
gotta
dude.
shout out
It's killing me, bro. I be wanting to go in. I'm
shout
like,
out,
okay,
shout
if
out,
y'all not
dude.
gonna keep kayfabe, bro, like,
Yeah, because sometimes you be like, hey, Austin, chill out, bro. Chill
yeah,
out,
y'all
chill out,
doing too
chill out.
much.
Yeah, but big shout out to Kendall one more time. It's just a matter of time before that girl gets a call up, and we get
Oh
to be blessed with Laney versus Kendall again because
yeah.
that's gonna headline a WrestleMania one day. I don't care. But right
Thanks.
now we have finally reached the part of the show where I get to ask you, my guest, three questions. The first question is going to be the same as it's been all season. We are still in season 4, by the way. Some people think this is the start because I got a new background in season 5. It's not the start of season 5 yet.
Okay.
But first question that I've asked my guests this season is what keeps you in love with wrestling? Is it the stories? Is it the characters? Is it the emotions? Like, what is it that's been keeping you in love and invested in wrestling for all of these years?
Man, what's been amazing is there's several times I fall in love with this. Again, since I was a kid, I've watched every single week of wrestling, and when I'm watching as a kid, you don't know the business behind it, and you don't know kayfabe or anything. You're just in it. Then you learn about it, and as I grow up and become a teenager, and I'm kind of woke to everything. I admire the athleticism. I admire the fact that we have a dance partner and we've got to trust each other, and
Mm-hmm.
basically we make this thing happen on television live, and there's rarely any mistakes. There's no real room for mistakes,
Yeah,
and you
man.
just pick up from there, and you're a professional about it. And then it becomes, as I get even older now, and started my own business, I admired just the business at one point. I honestly learned a lot from WWE. They do SummerSlam. I created Iowa Summer Jam. They have WrestleMania. I do the Iowa Music Awards, and then we have a anniversary party. So we kind of have a big three, and I keep them about quarterly or every 3-4 months apart, and
Mm-hmm.
it's based off of what I've learned from them on the business side. But most recently, what I've loved about it, aside from my music being used, which is a dream come true,
Right.
but it's the professionalism from everybody I met when I was at the PC. Jacob Fatu came up to me about 4 or 5 times and just
Yeah.
the most coolest, down to
He's
earth
awesome.
individual.
He's
And
amazing.
I'm like, bro, I'm scared to talk to you, and you're approaching me like, Nikita,
Bro, he's
cool as
just like
hell,
us.
like,
Yeah, he's
bro,
just a normal
man,
guy.
but so dope, and just the way they treat each other with respect, the way they talk to their coaches. One of the things that happened this last time I was at WWE World for this past Mania, and it
Which I
just
saw you at,
really,
by the way.
yes, I didn't
I
even
caught you
know
in the
until
crowd,
today.
actually. Yeah.
So dope. But I was backstage. We were doing a bit for LFG with Cam Hendrix. And after the bit, because the cameramans, they all come up, they're in all black, they just shoot the shot. And I always imagine
Mhm.
they just disperse or just vanish like ninjas. Right after they get the shot and they're like clear, Cam Hendrix goes up to each individual cameraman and shakes their hand and just says, "Great job today. Great job today.
Mhm.
Hey, thanks, dog. Thanks for capturing that." And it's
Love that
like,
guy.
man, and this is stuff that's the one little thing I didn't think about is all the people that make this production possible and showing appreciation and respect for each and every one of them. And also just being professional, just seeing these guys at the tryouts. Cam Hendricks, Harlem Lewis, Javon
Yeah, both
Evans,
both
Natty,
amazing. All three, all four, great
dude,
people.
giving
Love
back and creating when you already are the future and you're still
them. Hmm.
investing in the future and finding
That's
out how
beautiful.
much they're in that performance center, and then just finding out that there's matches and a whole championship going on in there that's like
Hmm.
outside of the WWE world, and that the whole NXT roster shows up to support the new guys that aren't even on television yet.
Oh yeah,
Like
for
it
Evolve, they're
really
all
is a
there too
family,
watching.
bro.
It's crazy. For
I
Evolve, they're all there watching. You can see them back there half the time because we were there for the first
didn't
couple
even
episodes
know.
of Evolve. Man, but yo, it's Cam's a great dude. I just want to take a second and say shout out to Cam. When I
Same.
went to, I want to say it was Mania 40 in Philly. I like somehow snuck in a WWE World way earlier than what I should have. Like I had a media
Mhm.
pass, but they let me in hella early for some reason. And I was
Yeah.
walking around, and Cam walked right up to me and was like, "Yo, what's up?" And this is like just from him seeing me in the crowd all the time. This was
Yeah.
before LFG, before I think he even had a match at a Level Up or anything like that.
Wow.
And it was so much love, and it was such a regular conversation for him to just go out of his way to stop and talk to me and say, "Hey." And ever since then, I started becoming family with other people. Like you said, like a Harlem Lewis. That's one of my boys.
Oh, that's my
Shiloh,
dog.
Shiloh is one of my boys.
Shiloh's up.
Even though BJ's not with the company anymore, that was like my
Yep.
little brother for the longest time. And it's a beautiful thing, bro. But
It really
it's
is.
a great thing to say. So now I'm gonna get to the second question. Second question for you. Now
Cool.
you've accomplished some amazing things, dog, like with your music career. And I myself am also an avid dreamer, and I never let my dreams stay dreams very long, just like you. What are some other goals and some other dreams that you have with your music, or just with just with life in general, outside of some of the things you've already accomplished?
Yeah, I feel like I've hit every sport now. And what's crazy is I wasn't an athlete growing up. So doing all the sports, like it was all dope and like super cool, like millions of streams and views. But until the hit WWE, that's when it was real for me. That's when it was like,
Hmm.
all right, now I feel like I made it and accomplished my dream in itself. So like now that my biggest goal was my music being used in WWE. Now that that's happened, I think next is like movies and video games.
Yeah,
I think I make the right type of music for it, even if it's once Cam is on WWE 2K, that I'm checking that box like video games that it's in there. Like
yeah.
you already know who I'm
And
picking every
he's on the
time I
way, man.
hop on the
He's on the
game.
way. He's on the
You
way.
know it is. You know it
Yeah,
is.
that
So
creative
like,
character is about to hit different, isn't
man, it's gonna be so dope. So yeah,
That's awesome. Hell
video
yeah.
games and movies. I think that's my next path with the music. But also I got some dreams and ambitions outside of music. I've shot a couple short films. I've written a couple scripts. I've got some animes written that I just need to buckle down and get published. But music and wrestling has been my life for like my entire life. So
Yeah, hell yeah.
diving into something new is scary, and I love that. I think it was like, who was it? Can't remember, but I know it was a wrestler. But he said do something scary every day. Just
Yeah,
anything
why
scary,
not?
just do it every day.
Yes,
And
that's
I
perfect.
love that. So I'm
Me
scared
too.
of getting into these other things outside of music and wrestling. So I think that means it's time.
Well, I believe in you, brother. I believe in you. All right,
Thank
last question. Last question. What is your favorite WrestleMania moment of all time?
you. All time. God. So man, and being at a couple of them. So man, it might have to be this moment. So I went to 33 Orlando,
Oh,
and the Hardys coming back. The
you know that's
loudness
the
of
most
that
average
arena.
question I get. That's
Yeah,
the average answer. That's the average
that's
answer almost every time.
crazy. Being there was insane. Like, so I've been there for like 3 CM Punk returns at all. They get
Mhm.
louder every time. I was just there in Chicago when he came back
Oh,
and
that's
won.
awesome.
I was at Survivor Series, and that was a huge surprise. And then when he first returned to wrestling before WWE, I was there in Chicago for that. He actually shook my daughter's hand. So those were big
Hell yeah.
moments. But if we're talking WrestleMania moments, and I was at Mania this year, I was at Mania last year, but that 33 and just the way New Day swerved them with taking the gear off
Mhm.
and coming already, and then that music hit and how the arena erupted. And I was with my childhood friends that don't watch every week, but they know the Hardys, so they go
Yes.
crazy. It's just amazing. The most
I
amazing
still
time
can't
ever.
believe I caught that. I still can't believe I caught Jeff Hardy's tank top. That's the coolest moment of my
Oh,
life.
did you that WrestleMania or
No,
just
no. So you remember when they won the NXT championships, right?
yeah?
When he took his tank top off and threw it in the crowd before he hit the finishing swanton, and I caught it,
Uh huh.
and I
That's so
lost
dope.
my mind. I could have
That's
cried.
so
He's
dope.
still him
That's
and Rob
so
Van Dam
dope.
are still my favorites. I love him.
That's so
I
dope. I
love him.
love
And, but yo,
that.
thank you so much for being here, brother.
No
And
problem.
to make support you already. Look,
Appreciate
you
it.
know, everybody know how to support you.
Hey, I appreciate it. I'll be back anytime you ask. I'm watching every week, so always got something. I've been wanting to be on a podcast and eventually start one. So hopefully, either I come back to this, or if I finally start mine, I get to bring you on as a guest. But this is dope, and I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you too, dog. Thank you so much for being here. Big shout out to my dog, Tone the Boss, man. It has been an absolute blast having him on. You guys already know what time it is. We are part of the Wrestling Heroes and Insiders podcast. This has been episode 95. We will be back next week with Kenzie Tyler. That is going to be the guest, up and coming indie young superstar Kenzie Tyler will be the guest to recap next week's. Big shout out to Tone the Boss one more time. You guys already know. You can find me at NXT with NaJee. Please make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment. Any questions you guys want to be on the show for season 5, just let me know. I'm right here, man. I ain't going nowhere. But until next time, thank you guys again. Peace out.
You can try something different. Don't be afraid. It's okay, okay. It's okay, okay. You can try something